Hey folks, my name is Phillip and I work with Victory Gardens as a teaching artist, and today I'm going to talk to you about tiny universe and character creation in a way that you can dive in and really study character. Now, this is good for if you are a creative writer and you are interested in writing a story and you really want to dive into what character work is. This is also good for if you have a monologue and you really want to get to know who your character is as a person so that you can enact that role a lot easier. What I did is I broke this down into smaller pieces so that you can definitely play with each section, and you may have more in one section and less in the other, but it's always good to just think about these things when you're thinking about your character. For starters, there's a big box that's there that is just for you to create a visual representation of your character. Now, this can be something that you create on your own. Obviously, if you're telling your own story, this is for you. If you have character sources, if you have research already for what the character looks like, maybe a costume design for them, definitely put that there. At the bottom, you have your background information, your character's name, age, where they're from, what is the current date that they're in. The 70s in Detroit is very different than Verona in the 1600s. So that's definitely important to keep in mind as well, along with notable features. What does the story say about this person and what do they wear? On the other side, I have stats. Now, I like to play games like The Sims or Mortal Kombat, and I think that these stats are very interesting to think about your character in that way. How is my character react to conflict? How does my character think through things? And I like to think of this as a sliding scale. So if they're 10 on one end, there will be 0 on the other. Maybe they're 5 and 5. They're half and half on both of them. It's interesting to think about your character that way and play with that range. And what does that look like? Especially if you're doing monologues. What does a very heady character look like? Different than somebody who muscles through most of their problems. Likewise, the second page is really diving into more of what your character is about. What are they motivated by? What are they afraid of? Who's helping them in what they're doing, or what is helping them? Maybe the adversaries is somebody who is against them, but it may be a thing or a concept or a driving force. Definitely think about these in a very creative way, a direct way, whatever works for you. But also, if you're doing it as a character study, think about what the play or the book tells you and that you can pull from this. Equipment, what do they hold on them that works? Is it that trusty necklace that their grandmother gave them? These type of details help. Lastly, what is the personal space of this person? And you really want to think about this. Where does this person go for safety and security? These are tools that I use for myself when creating character and diving into character. And hopefully this works out for you. Definitely really think about what that character means. And when you jump into this and then go into that character when you're creating, you'll find that it'll be a lot more fruitful of a story for you. So I hope this helps, and I hope that you enjoy it.